Alright, so I'm not in a good... I'm angry today, so I figured I would make a video. The top 7 reasons I cannot stand Reddit, the whole platform. I can't stand Reddit. I both love and hate it at the same time, because I think it's kind of a beautiful idea. It basically turned the whole internet into one website. It's very useful. It's very good to get in touch with people, but I hate the platform and I think it's getting worse. So I wrote down 7 reasons I can't stand Reddit. I'm trying to refrain from saying the word hate, so let's just jump right into it. Number 1, all my posts get downvoted to 0. Now, I can understand if I was like going on Reddit and being completely rude or belligerent. Like, say I visited a subreddit like I just got diagnosed with end-stage disease support center and was like, hey, what's up, guys? Guess what? I'm having relations with all of your mothers and grandmothers. Your 90-year-old grandmother? I'm having relations with her. Yeah, what do you think of that? Yeah, your grandma. Yeah, me and her, relations. Then I can understand maybe getting banned or getting downvoted to 0. But I'm always making posts like I'll join a community and I'll be like, hey guys, just introducing myself. I'm interested in this subreddit. You guys seem cool. And immediately downvoted to 0. And the top comment on Reddit is always like a snarky, sarcastic sneak diss to the original poster. Getting downvoted to 0 on Reddit is like trying to join a club or a community and everybody just walks up to you and goes, "Get the out." And you're like, "What did I do? What did I do?" I mean, I'm already a loser in real life, and when I go on Reddit, I realize I'm a loser online too, and it doesn't feel good. It feels bad, and I don't like it. It makes me feel bad. All right, let's move on to number 2. It's a haven to acquire internet stalkers, and there's no privacy anymore. I recently had a family member join Reddit, and as soon as they made their account, they sent me their account name. And I was like, one, you don't do that with Reddit. You don't tell people your Reddit. It's kind of like your public journal in a way. And I kept warning them. I was like, be careful on Reddit. Like, don't tell anybody your Reddit. It's not as anonymous as you think. And when you make a bunch of posts, people can read your entire post history. I warned this family member in like 20 different ways. I guess they don't listen to me when I say things. And literally a month later, they texted me and were like, oh my God, my husband found out about my Reddit account and we're having a huge fight. This is a seriously bad fight. He found things he shouldn't have found. And I was like, dude, I warned you. I warned you about this from day one. There's no privacy on Reddit. People can stalk you. People in your life can find out your interests. And also, this family member insulted a bunch of people and didn't realize their social media was linked to Reddit. So now they have a bunch of weird, creepy Redditor stalkers harassing them on social media. So thanks, Reddit. Thanks for doing that. All right, moving on to number 3. Number 2 perfectly bleeds into number 3. Is you have to have a long-form established Reddit account to really get any exposure or to even post anymore. Now, if you haven't figured this out yet, I'm half insane, and I make a new subreddit every 3 months and I nuke the old one from existence. Cuz I used to only pretty much post on drug subreddits, and numerous times people in my life found that Reddit, found out I was doing drugs and posting about drugs. So, got busted. Won't make that mistake again. So I make a bunch of new accounts all the time. And here's what happens when you keep making new accounts and you don't have a long one that is basically just like a huge list of your personal information and reasons for the government to know things about you and for weird stalkers to come at you. Is if you keep making new accounts, every time you make a post, it will get deleted. So Reddit has sort of like incentivized having one Reddit account that is just a stalker's paradise. Absolutely a stalker's paradise. And it just goes to show the further we get into the information internet age, the less privacy we have. No privacy anymore. I think Reddit is a big part of that. All right. Sorry, my voice is All right, moving on to number 4. It is completely politically and ideologically filled with just one side of the political spectrum. In other words, it's filled with statists who think the government is their mommy and daddy. So I'm going to ask this. If you use Reddit, when is the last time you saw a post that was slightly to the right of the political spectrum and was sort of critical of the government? You don't see it. I have not. You don't see it anymore. It is all one-sided, and there is no dissidence on there. Nobody's critical of the government or what's happening in the world. It's all a bunch of sheepish people who all have the same stupid opinion, and they all sort of feed off each other. I remember in 2020, I kept seeing posts and comments with like 2,000 upvotes that were like, maybe it's time the police start welding people's doors shut. Maybe we should start welding people into their homes. And they'd get 2,000 upvotes, and I'd be like, whoa, what? They're like, yeah, China did it. Maybe we should do it in America. I saw a bunch of posts about the Alex Jones trial because stuff like that will get, boosted to the top of the algorithm. And all of the comments were people saying, I hope he gets the death penalty. Give him the death penalty. And I'm like, one, okay, maybe Alex Jones messed up to a small degree, but freedom of speech is important. And the death penalty? The death penalty. Really? The death penalty? It's to the point, I don't even know if these people are real. Because if AI can write books and make really cool art, then AI is certainly capable of making entire fake internet personality Reddit accounts to spread a narrative. Seriously, I don't believe these people are real. And if they are real, that is really sad for the state of humanity. But no, you cannot convince me these people are not bots. And when Joe Biden got elected, and I swear I'm not trying to get political on this channel, and let me just say this, is I don't buy into the left-right paradigm, and I don't believe in presidents. But when Joe Biden got elected, there were all these viral posts at the top of the Reddit algorithm that were like, he really is the man for the job. He's smart, eloquent. I looked into his backstory, how he became vice president. What a story. What a story. And I'm like, are we watching this same guy? The guy sniffs kids. I mean, one, he sniffs children in public. Nobody seems to care. And two, dude, the guy can't talk. He can't complete a sentence. Who are you talking about? Are we talking about the same president? I worked in a nursing home in the dementia unit for 6 years. I know what it looks like to suffer from dementia. That's all I'll say. When Joe Biden's staff roll him out onto the stage, I bet you they're like, okay, I hope he doesn't sniff a child, and I hope he doesn't start rambling incoherent nonsense. And 5 minutes into his speech, they're like, shit, He's doing all of those things. He's already sniffed a kid, and he's talking about some guy named Corn Pop. Reddit is just, it's all bots, and nobody can convince me otherwise. All right, let's move on to number 5. Reddit.com/r against hate speech. I hate this subreddit. If you're unfamiliar with what r against hate speech is, it's basically a haven where a bunch of angry teenagers congregate, and they basically just get thousands of subreddits banned. Like, they will find a subreddit where one person in a subreddit of 40,000 makes maybe an off-color joke about race or somebody's gender, and they report it to Reddit. They mob together and they report they get the whole subreddit banned. And every time they get a subreddit banned, they post this video called the crab dance. And you're like, okay. Like, if you've ever seen the crab dance video, it reminds me of, like, in the early 2000s, like a video that would spread through email, and you would watch it, like your mom or your uncle would be like, hey, look at this video, it's called the crab dance, and you'd watch it and you'd be like, huh, like, that's interesting. Like, one, the crab dance is super lame and unfunny. Two, I hate the stupid crab dance. Every time I see the crab dance video, my immediate fantasy is that the beach that the crabs are on people start littering on the beach, and instead of like natural habitat for the crabs, it's just covered in like Twizzlers wrappers and Mountain Dew bottles. Maybe one of the crabs eats the Twizzler wrap. I'm not okay. All right, I'm joking, of course. Of course, we shouldn't litter. Animals dying because of littering is truly hilarious. Want to ban a subreddit? Ban r/against hate speech. God, I hate I hate it. I fucking hate censorship. All right, moving on to number 6. Every Reddit moderator is a neckbeard douchebag who has never been laid and never leaves the house. Every time I read a post from a Reddit moderator, I imagine they smell like Doritos and dried cum because they fap all day and don't take showers. They're completely self-righteous, and that's because being the moderator of a stupid subreddit is perhaps the only good thing in their life. Being a moderator for the subreddit r anti-work is let's face it, the high point of their life, sadly. If I ever became a dictator, I would take every Reddit moderator, I would put them on trains, I would ship them to Siberia, and I would just let them out. And I would just go, good luck, best wishes. And as I drive away in my warm, heated Toyota, I would look in my rear view and I would see all these sad, confused Reddit moderators, and I would think, well, I took the bull by the horns. I did a good thing, and what I did will ultimately be good for humanity. It was unpleasant. It was perhaps cruel, but the world is now a better place without these Doritos-smelling, neckbeard, douchebag Reddit moderators. All right, let's move on to number 7. These are getting kind of dark. Let's lighten the mood. Why else do I hate Reddit? Aaron Swartz, the founder of Reddit, is no longer involved. Actually, he's dead. And I'm going to be honest for a second. Aaron Swartz he's a hero to me. I idolize the dude. In fact, I have a montage on my wall of people I like, and Aaron Swartz. I have a picture of the dude. What a hero Aaron Swartz was. Anyway, he's no longer involved, and so many of these social media companies are started by decent people with good intentions. It's always the second company or the second guy in charge that ruins it, corporatizes it, and sneakily sells it to the government. Like Tom from MySpace, for example, I'm sure that guy was like, "Hey, let's make a website. We can connect people. It's 2005. System of a Down just released their 2 double albums. Times are good. Let's connect people. Let's have a good time." And then Mark Zuckerberg comes along, who, I mean, like, come on, is Mark Zuckerberg even human? The guy looks and he acts like an alien. Every time I see Mark Zuckerberg in an interview, he says something like, "I was the human CEO of Facebook in the mid 2000s." And you're like, "Wait, what? What?" Modern day life has become like watching a dystopian sci-fi horror movie where I can't even believe it anymore. And all these social media websites, all they do is they mine our data, they control our lives, they control narratives. Weird creeps like Mark Zuckerberg have all the power now. Nobody wants to really do anything about it. I missed Tom from MySpace. Tom just sitting there in front of that whiteboard. I'm sure Tom from MySpace was a good dude, but of course he got snuffed out by Zuckerberg. Every time a good company will be like, "Hey, I'm gonna make coffee. I want to sell coffee," and then Starbucks comes along and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna put 8 Starbucks next to your little mom and pop coffee place. We're gonna knock you out of business." It's always these second companies that ruin everything. All right, I'm going off on a tangent. That is 7 reasons I hate Reddit. I was trying not to use the word hate, but I hate it. I hate Reddit. These are 7 reasons I just hate I hate the platform. I apologize. I perhaps said some offensive things. And I didn't mean to get political. I did though. I did. So there you go. I alienated half of my audience. Hope you guys are doing well. I like making I like making list videos because I can make them really quick. And something about list videos, it makes you watch the whole thing because your brain is like, "Oh, I want to see the next one." Have a good day.